Hey there, it's Chaya back with another episode of Naked, the Messy Middle Edition. Wow, today I want to talk about something that I'm sure you've experienced before. But before I do that, I'm really considering changing it from the messy middle to perhaps transformation, Naked, the transformation edition. So that instead of it feeling like the middle is forever and it's just so messy, it's more like, no, this is how the metamorphosis happens. This is how, I'm in the cocoon right now, but slowly but surely I'm getting those wings so I can fly. And yeah, I'd love to hear what you think about that. Um, Today I want to talk to you about when people aren't so nice to you and belittle you. See, yesterday I had a very uncomfortable experience. And I'm going to talk about it in a very naked fashion. And I do want to preface this by saying that I have gotten a certain level of comfort in realizing that that's when the real change happens. So I want to come back to that feeling after. So I'm just kind of like setting myself up so that I can talk about this and get real messy and comfortable with opening up how painful it is, and then get back to that comfortable place that I just created of like, yeah, but that's how the real growth happens, the real transformation. So yesterday, an old ex of mine reached out, and I had these bad feelings every time he would reach out. Just bad feelings, and I didn't know why. And it was very uncomfortable for me because, as you know, I have a fiance. I have a beautiful life ahead of me, and this guy kept reaching out, and there would never be like he would make it sound like there was something important to say, and then there would be no conversation. Like there was, so I would be like, okay, so at first I thought like he's maybe going through something and he just wants someone to step up and and tell him it's okay, especially someone from his past, someone that moved on and can say like you're okay, you're good. And then at some point I realized, no, like there's nothing going on here. I'm so confused. And this would happen like every few months. He'd check in, and yesterday I finally had it. After a nothing conversation, that like didn't have any, like I didn't understand like why are you calling me and why are you saying you want to meet up. Like it was very confusing for me. He said, I'll talk to you in a few months. And when I heard that, something ticked me off, and I felt very like what is this? And I needed to know. And I want to also preface this by saying I don't necessarily always know the right way to communicate, and it's possible I could have said it better or different, but that doesn't take away the fact of how it went down. So I decided to be open, and I said, before we hang up, like for the safety of me and my relationship and you and your relationships, I need to express something that I've been holding. I remember when we were together, you used to say how, and it was kind of like a weird thing, and I just like it kind of went into my head, but how you would even want to be with me even if I was married. And I thought then it was like a cute way of saying like I love you. That I don't know. It didn't really. I was a different person then. um, Things were different. I didn't think of things as red flags. It was very, very different. So I mentioned, I said, I remember that, and that scares me. It sometimes comes up, and I just wanted to share it because I'm not like, I don't think that that's the case with you, but this is how I feel. It's like a fear that shows up every time we talk. And yeah, and I just wanted to like clarify that like I am really happy, and that wouldn't happen, just in case if like really I didn't want to say it because for me more than for you, just and I hope that you get the same kind of happiness with someone, and that was like basically I just wanted to like kind of get the reassurance that that's not what it is, like that it isn't someone that's waiting. Those people, I like to call them sleepers, that just kind of wait there until they have that moment and then they pounce. So I mentioned that, and whoa, and that took a lot. Like my heart was pounding when I said that, but I really I figured, you know what, like I just had to. It just felt like I had to do it. um, and what came next is what like shocked me to my core. So the response I got was, "This is so disrespectful." And I remember going back a second and being like, wait, what did I say wrong? I wasn't saying anything. I was literally talking about me and how I feel, and bringing it up in a way where there was no attack. There was no insinuation that that's what you're doing. It was more of like, this is how I feel, and this is the fear that's showing up from my past, like from, stuff you said. And I'm sure you didn't mean it, like it's years ago. So, but then it continued, and it started belittling me in a way I haven't been belittled since like my dad. Like the level was so intense. Like this is disgusting. You're disgusting for saying stuff like this. Well, you think I'm going to cheat on my girlfriend? Or is that what you're telling me? And like how can you say stuff like this? This is disgusting. This is disrespectful. I don't understand. And then it got way worse. And I'm pretty much sitting there and I'm just like, what is going on over here? And for a moment there, I started thinking maybe I did do something wrong. And as I said, it could be, and I would be open for someone that talked to me that, hey, like that was hurtful. I felt like that really attacked me. And then I would explain, like, no, that wasn't at all what I was trying to do. I was actually just trying to make myself feel safe, but I'm sorry I made you feel unsafe. Like, I was willing to, I am willing, I'm always willing to agree that maybe I don't have the best understanding or communication skills sometimes. But the level of what happened next was so painful. So I started getting a ton of like a barrage, I think that's what, I don't know, like literally of tons of insults of like, I thought you were different, I thought you changed, and you should be happy that I even have the time, make the time of day for you. I'm a busy person. And I'm just like, I didn't call you. Like, why I'm busy too. Like, and it kept on coming and coming. And finally came to an end, and he was just like, have a good life. He hung up and he blocked me. And there was this moment where I was just like, what just happened? What just happened? And I still, when I talk about it right now, there's this like, what just happened moment. And there's a fear of like, what if I was really, really wrong? And that's what I wanted to bring to your attention. When you do something from an authentic, vulnerable place, even if the other person gets it wrong, you followed your instinct, your gut, your inside, and you took off the walls. I mean, you can't go wrong. Some people will not accept that. Some people will not like that. And some people will feel cornered, very likely. I'm guessing he felt cornered because I probably hit the nail on the head, right? Or somehow that triggered an attack in him. And I'm sorry for that too. That wasn't what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to attack them at all. But when I go back, I remember the feeling I felt, how vulnerable I was. And that's what tells me that it was okay. And that's what I want to tell you. If you are ever vulnerable to family members, to friends, to anyone, a spouse, and they don't receive you the way you deserve to be received, that's on them. And better yet, if they belittle you and you don't respond, wow. It's hard work. I know that. But I want you to know that the level of growth available then is so big. And I'm not just saying it to you, I'm saying it to me too. Because a part of me is like, why didn't you just speak up to him and tell him, like, excuse me? You know what? No, you can't just tell me these stuff because I didn't do anything wrong. I spoke about how I felt, and you have a problem. That's on you, you piece of and blah, 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 blah. Bleep, 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 bleep. But no, I didn't do that. And though that makes me feel like maybe I was weak, I think that was strong. And that's what I'm here to remind you. I'm here to remind you that you won't always be received, even when you bring the core beauty of you out. And not only won't you always be received, sometimes you'll get completely belittled. And that says more about them than it does about you. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Like and subscribe. You know the drill. See you.